redesigned NFL draft experience and Madden 25 allows you to truly what?
Feel like you're immersed in one of the most important moments in any player's career.
Feel like you're immersed in one of the most important moments of any player's career. Are they just going to show me cutscene, cutscene, cutscene? Let's find out.
The all-new
Cutscene,
presentation
cutscene,
simulates an
cutscene,
authentic draft
cutscene,
environment where players will
cutscene,
meet Commissioner
cutscene.
Goodell on stage.
Oh my gosh, we get to meet Commissioner Goodell on stage. Okay. I mean, when I think about what's going to make my Madden franchise feel more realistic and better, I can't say this isn't going to make it feel realistic or better. I mean, there's Roger Goodell. And then when I watch the draft in April, I also see Roger Goodell. This is why I think Madden 25 is going to be one of the best Maddens ever. That's no exaggeration. They understand that in order for me to feel immersed, I need to see what's in front of me. I need to see what's on the TV. Some of y'all think I'm trolling. Roger Goodell is literally sitting in front of all of us. And he's holding up this nice young man's jersey as he gets drafted and celebrates one of the greatest moments of his life. Who could hate on that?
Hi everyone, Mike Tirico here for EA Sports to share with you some of Madden
I'm going to be as unbiased as possible.
25's new franchise mode and presentation updates. Today, hi everyone, Mike Tirico here for EA Sports to share with you some of Madden.
Quick disclaimer. I don't care if you buy this game. I don't care if you don't buy this game. I do not have any dog in this fight. I care about the gamer that wants a realistic and real immersive franchise experience. That's what I care about. The gamer that stands in the shadow of all of you happy-go-lucky gamers that never see nothing wrong with anything and never found any issue with anything because, hey, it's just a game. When I was a kid, a new PlayStation 2 game was $39.99. Nowadays, in order to play a brand new Xbox Series X or PS5 game, you are more than likely for a AAA title, such as Madden, going to be paying $70, bare minimum, for this game. If you don't care about spending $70 and you don't care about whether the product is great or bad, you don't care where your money goes, I have a Twitch in the comment section, or I'm sorry, in the description. Go ahead and click that link, go to the donations, and give that $70 that you don't care about to me, and I'll put it to great use. For those of you who do care about where your money goes to, this video is for us. It's for us.
25's new franchise mode and presentation updates. Today, we'll run through details about a redesigned NFL draft experience, player personality management, and dynamic.
I'm sorry, I can't. I tried to hold it in. I tried to wait. Look at this. This is their brand new immersive NFL draft. This is their board. Right? You know what? I'm gonna let them wait. I'm gonna let them get into it.
Player
Jumping ahead.
personality management and dynamic storylines, team builder, updates to franchise mode, and a number of refreshed.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. If you really think any of this has been built from the ground up, you're insane. And when I say built from the ground up, I mean built for Madden in mind. None of this was built for Madden in mind. None of these things came with the idea that it was going to be for Madden or make Madden a better game. How do I know? The abstract, how do you know this? What's making you make such a bold claim? Can you please back it up? I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad. Keep watching.
Presentation elements, including our brand new broadcast teams. A redesigned NFL draft experience in Madden 25 allows you to truly...
A brand new, redesigned NFL draft experience in Madden 25 allows you to truly what?
Feel like you're immersed in one of the most important moments in any player's career.
Feel like you're immersed in one of the most important moments of any player's career. Are they just going to show me cutscene, cutscene, cutscene? Let's find out.
The all-new
Cutscene,
presentation
cutscene,
simulates an authentic
cutscene,
draft
cutscene,
environment where players will
cutscene,
meet Commissioner
cutscene.
Goodell on stage.
Oh my gosh, we get to meet Commissioner Goodell on stage. Okay. I mean, when I think about what's going to make my Madden franchise feel more realistic and better, I can't say this isn't going to make it feel realistic or better. I mean, there's Roger Goodell. And then when I watch the draft in April, I also see Roger Goodell. This is why I think Madden 25 is going to be one of the best Maddens ever. That's no exaggeration. They understand that in order for me to feel immersed, I need to see what's in front of me. I need to see what's on the TV. Some of y'all think I'm trolling. Roger Goodell is literally sitting in front of all of us. And he's holding up this nice young man's jersey as he gets drafted and celebrates one of the greatest moments of his life. Who could hate on that?
The draft experience.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. This looks very familiar. Where have I seen this before? This can't be it. Mr. Hurricane, this can't be it. Wait, trade away pick, manage staff, manage roster, make your selection, skip ahead in the draft, resume draft. Okay. There's the upcoming picks. There's the round selection. What's down here? Nothing's down here right now. Okay. Well, what's happening here? Trade away pick, manage staff, manage roster, make your selection, skip ahead in the draft, pause draft, next upcoming picks. Huh? Don't tell me this is the exact same thing. Okay, you're right. You guys are 100% right. I'm being a little too nitpicky. Why do I care about the menu? Why do I care about the UI? Why would I care about that? I mean, it's almost as if I thought I was getting a brand new draft experience that was going to make me feel so immersed in franchise, I didn't want to put the controller down. But when I picked up the game, I see draft 2024 right here. But then when I pick up the game here, it's the exact same menu. I mean, who would have thunk that after they told me and you that they had a completely new draft experience, we were going to have the same draft menu? Maybe I know what they mean. I know exactly what they mean. They've changed everything else. They just didn't have enough time within this year and last year to fix the menu. That's all that happened. They didn't have enough time. That I understand. Sometimes at work, I don't have enough time to finish an assignment, and then my boss just forgets that I even had the assignment, and she lets me turn in the same assignment every time, and I still get a paycheck. So I really think, in my opinion, this is just an oversight. I think everybody that's being nitpicky about EA, they just don't understand that when you only have a year, 365 days to come up with a new product. I mean, granted, they're not building a whole new game engine. They're not like fundamentally changing the way football works. I mean, most of the changes, you know, they update the rosters, they add the new uniforms, they change the new game rules. I mean, why would I expect them in a year to give me a different menu? You guys need to cull some of these expectations and take them back just a notch. Because you're not ready for real life if you think within a year, a company, a gaming company, a AAA company, it's a AAA company, right? EA Sports. I'm sorry. EA Value. A $40 billion company, $40 billion company, within a year, you guys cannot expect $40 billion to equal a new menu. You can't expect everybody on the development team to want to change the menu. Get realistic, guys, and get realistic fast. We're on the cusp, 2 weeks from now, of the greatest Madden game that we've seen as gamers. I don't need to say anymore. I think I've said enough.
Includes a new draft prospect board,
A new draft prospect board. You know, this is something I'm actually liking. They've made it so now when I go through to draft my players, I have the option to see their attributes, their physicals, their combine results, and their pro day results. I now have the option to do all 4 of those things. And I think that in particular is why you guys who are saying that Madden's not doing enough, you guys need to understand that they're allowing us to see attributes and physicals and combine and pro day results. And they made the menu so that everybody you see, you get 60% default scouting. Like you get everybody scouted 60%. Like it doesn't matter where they're from. Forget that whole scouting map they had. Oh yeah, that's irrelevant now. You are going to see 60% scouting for everybody in the game, but you could choose to scout more. But look what you can get with 60%. You still see archetype, you still see talent, which for some reason you can't see talent, but they have it right in your face. I don't know why either, but again, game menus is not the most important thing at a 40. Did I mention that they have $40 billion of market capitalization? Did I mention that to you? Because when you're dealing with a company of that caliber, you don't get to just have every little thing you want. You don't get to have that. So you need to just simmer down for a second, okay? Calm it down for a bit and be a little bit more realistic. Because I'm getting very tired of you guys getting in Madden's comment section, EA's comment section, and telling them they're not trying hard enough. We didn't have these menu options last year. This is an improvement. You see these letters over here? These aren't for entertainment. This is to tell you, what do you guys think that D awareness is for a deep threat archetype player? I'm thinking 63 maybe. Maybe low 70, maybe 70 itself. What about that C through F? Could be like a 78, but it could also be like a 31. I mean, but you've scouted him enough as a wide receiver to get 60% scouting, right? But we just don't know if he can catch or not. We don't know. Can he catch or can he not catch? I'm not sure. But this is the immersion. This is what I like. I like scouting my player to 60%. And I like when I don't know if they can catch. I really like that. Like that, to me, what good of a game is it if I can't make every player potentially be Kevin White? What kind of game are we playing? You guys tell me in the comments, who wants to play a game where there aren't letter denominations for an arbitrary value that when I have a player that's scouted for these values at 60%, I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me, am I tripping? Are these players not asking for too much? $40 billion, but are they not asking for too much? I don't know.
And is a breeze to navigate. Searching for the fastest wide receiver available? Well, now it's simple.
Oh my God, wait a second. So you're telling me the whole time when I was trying to figure out who is the fastest wide receiver I can grab, I was wasting my entire time. You know what? This is like, you guys don't know how much time I've spent trying to figure out who was the best wide receiver in the draft. You don't know how often I went day and night trying to figure out how good these receivers were in the draft. I just could not figure it out. So when I was playing the game, I would go through the mode and I would have the option available to see the combine results. And it would say, 4.444 speed rating, or 4.44 speed time. Sorry, I'm too excited. And it would say first wide receiver with that speed time. But this is better because now with this, every receiver that has great speed will be at the top. And I don't know. I don't need the combine results. I have the physical results. I don't even need the combine. They're showing me the great receivers right there. $70. I think we should all really consider getting the most legendary edition of this game that we can get. Because when you change menu options like this, and you're a $40 billion company, Don't make me tell you how much you deserve. You deserve the world.
Simple. You can sort players, see their projections.
Oh my gosh. Where have I seen this menu? Hold on. Where have I seen that menu? Where have I seen that menu? Hold on, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't see it here. Where have I seen this menu? Something's not right. Hold on, guys. I need to get up. I'm gonna go get some water real quick, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna figure out where I've seen this menu.
A few moments later.
Wait, where have I seen this before? Where have I seen this menu before? Hold on, one second. What? Wait a second. Madden? Oh, no, it's not the same. This isn't the same menu. This is not the same menu. This menu has a yellow tint for its accent colors. And this menu has like this very sleek and new orange. Obviously, orange is very close to red. Red means critical. The draft clock has orange numbers on it. I mean, this is showing you how critical time is on the draft clock, especially when you're the one drafting. So this is not the same thing. You guys are thinking this is the same thing, and it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Often looks to rip the ball from runners. Lacks discipline resulting in avoidable penalties. Has a swift arm over move in his arsenal. Physical player who delivers bone-crushing hits. That's interesting. I don't know.
And make certain
Okay.
you're choosing the right one for your roster.
Has a motor that runs through the whistle. I saw that before.
And make certain you're choosing the right one for your
Has a motor that runs through the whistle. Okay.
roster. You'll also
Okay.
receive more
But wait a second.
It's
Where
simply
have
choosing the
let's be
right
honest, guys.
sort
Where have
player.
we seen this before? Let me go back to Kirk Donaldson.
Well, now,
The game wants me to skip past it, but I like what they're showing me with Kirk. So Kirk Donaldson needs to work on simple concentration drops. See, when Madden gives me details like this, I often think like, do you guys not realize that this is unique for every player? Like, this is unique. No player gets the same combination of player notes. And you never really see the same thing twice. Never. I mean, how do you think EA got $40 billion? How did they get it? If you're going to see the same thing twice in their game. That's no sorry, Bob. You're not going to see that here. You're not. But this reminds me, what does this remind me of? Avoids big hits, excels at creating yards after the catch, fights for every single inch. What is this? Exceptional body control on the sidelines. Exceptional body. Wait a second. Wait a second. Fights for extra yards. Makes sideline catches. Okay. Wait a second. Utilizes spin move, big hitter, high motor. Hold on.
See their project.
Has a motor that runs through the whistle. Loves to utilize a spin as a counter move. Has a swift arm over move in his arsenal. Will utilize. No, this isn't it. This is not the same thing. Physical player who delivers bone-crushing hits. This is talking about a player that's a big hitter. It's not the same thing. This is like taking a trip down memory lane. I remember playing Madden 13 and they had these player traits. But now Madden 25 has a scouting report with player notes that are just oddly similar to these player traits. That shows you that these guys love Madden. They remember things from old Madden, like old Madden games, and they put them into new Madden games. These guys, like the guys that run this company, that like the ones that make this decision to put stuff like this in the game, that's $70 worth. And I'm just gonna make sure that you guys know that $70 worth. And if you're thinking $70 is too expensive, you need to ask yourself, when have you ever played a game A sports game, let's be fair, a sports game that was more immersive than Madden. I'll wait. You can't think of anything? Back to the trailer.
And make certain you're choosing the right one for your roster. You'll also receive more.
Oh, wait a second.
You're choosing the right one for your roster.
The physicals. We don't need the physicals anymore. We got them on the other screen. We don't need to see so many screens for all this. But I'm actually wrong. Madden likes giving you the choice. They always give the gamer the choice. How do you want to see your pro day and combine results and your physicals? How do you want to see that? Do you want to see it here? Or would you rather see it here? If you click A, you can see all of it. Right there, touch of a button. But if you click LT, you get to see all of it for everyone. And that's why Madden is going to get $70 from someone this year. Even if it's not you, you nitpicker, you naysayer, even if it's not you, Madden's going to get that money from someone. And I think the guys at Madden, they deserve it. That's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know if you guys are holding on to grudges, but I think they deserve it.
Now, it's simple. You can sort players, see their projections, and make certain you're choosing the right one for your roster. You'll also receive more in-depth analysis, both during and after the draft.
Yo, this is something, like, they let me know I made a good pick and they put it in that same like burnt red orange. So it's making me feel like it's making, like, if I'm drafting Jonathan Medina, I'm thinking I just made the greatest choice, right? He was the third pick, right? He was the third pick, and we got him at number 3, and he was ranked number 29 in true value, but that's only a B-. We needed a right end. That's all that matters. Let's look at the scouting report again. So his speed moves will stress offensive linemen. That's exactly why we drafted him. Whoever's playing this, they've had a lot of experience drafting players in Madden because they knew exactly who to go for. And then look at this. Will his strength translate to the NFL? Well, that's odd. I mean, he's the right end. Jonathan Medina, he's the man. He's a top 3 defensive end, or top 3 player, sorry, that happens to be defensive end. That's why he went number 3. I mean, surely he's strong, right? I mean, maybe they're just saying like he's little for his size. He needs to hit the gym, get a little bit bigger, get in the weight room. He struggles to get off blocks in the run game. Wait, but he can't, Jonathan can't struggle. He uses speed moves to beat his offensive lineman to wherever he wants to go. Why is he struggling to get off blocks in the run game? You know what? This is going to be fixed. Everybody that's worried about this, I know the game comes out. What day is this? Is the 31st? What day does Madden come out? Madden 25 release date. What day does that come out? August 13th. We're less than 2 weeks away. Oh, that's plenty of time. They've got plenty of time to change like what this shows on the scouting report. This is a bug, guys, because if he's a speed moving, bull rushing, swim moving right end who was drafted number 3, I promise you he's not going to struggle to go off the block. I promise he's not going to struggle. So this is just an error, and I guarantee Eric Rayweather is going to give us an update or some type of report before the 13th that tells us they've looked back into some of the scouting stuff and they're changing it because they want us to pick the best players available, because this is about immersion. This is about your time mattering. This is about everything that you see as a gamer being reflective of what happens when you watch it as a viewer on TV. Let's keep going.
As well as a draft guide that lets you know how you did. In Madden 25, new player personality management and dynamic storylines in franchise
Oh my gosh,
mode.
Jamar Chase. You get to be in a situation where you're Jamar Chase and you're asking head coach Zach Taylor, who's that in the background? Who are these guys in the background? I don't know. Anyways, You got Zach Taylor. Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. When did Zach Taylor get all these trophies? You know what's going to be interesting is when we create our coaches, like our coaches that you can make in the game, and we just watch this get built up. It's going to be a Lombardi here. It's going to be a coach of the year here. It's going to be 3 MVPs here. I just love how this is going to change. Like even this picture, it won't be here for everybody because everybody's not going to know these people in the background. They're not going to know that. They're not going to know who they are. They're not going to have that picture. This is gonna change. But I'm really focused on like what is Jamar Chase asking from Zach Taylor? So Zach is like, how can I help? Jamar's like, hello. Zach is like, how can I help? You're one of our best players. How can we help? Let's figure out how you can help.
Are critical to your success.
Team meeting room.
As you shape your team, you'll face situations that real coaches do.
Whoa. Are they on this? Is this mini camp? Are they on the sideline at mini camp? Hold on. Oh my God. This is what I love. Madden realizes we don't need the mini camp that we used to have back in the day where they had the training simulators and they have the calendar where you can do mini camp and you can do practice and you can do games and you can do all of that in one. No. They understand like what matters is when you're the coach, you get the sideline reporter giving you an all-exclusive scoop of what's happening in training camp. Even if we can't play the training camp, the fact that I can get the immersion of being the coach, asking the questions, I think is bigger. That's a bigger deal than anything so far. Like the draft stuff had me really impressed, but if they're bringing in interviews on the sideline, if they're bringing in sideline interviews to training camp, I mean, I'm sold. I don't know about you guys, but I can watch the rest of this and I can go to sleep happy.
Like dealing with trade rumors, guiding off-season workouts, and defining your team's culture. Now,
yes.
You have to consider.
Hold on. That's Mike Tomlin. That's head coach Mike Tomlin. And he's sending a text out. Who's he? Craig Taylor. So defensive coordinator Craig Taylor. So Craig is saying, okay, all right, we need to shift our focus to the Ravens. That's odd. He's telling Mike Tomlin that. That's weird. The defensive coordinator is telling the head coach that now's the time to shift our focus to the Ravens. You're right. Mike Tomlin's not that experienced. He doesn't even have that many Super Bowl appearances or Super Bowl rings or AFC Championship game. What does Mike Tomlin know about preparation? I mean, yeah, he's made every postseason appearance possible, but like he needs coaches on his squad that tell him when to prepare for the biggest rivalry game every year. I mean, look at how well Mike Tomlin's response is. He says, "What did we find through film study?" And then Craig says, and this is what I like. They don't just give you generic like feedback. They tell you what needs to be said. So when you're figuring out how to beat the Ravens, who's got Lamar Jackson, and they've got, wide out threats, and they're building quite a team. What we need to understand is that their halfback, whoever he is, because even though I've been watching film on him, even though we've been studying the Ravens, that's why I told you about him, I don't even want to utter his name. Their halfback will have success against our D-line. That's what coach pays. That's what a guy like Mike Tomlin, who knows his stuff, pays a guy like Craig Taylor to say, his defensive coordinator, that their halfback will have success against our D-line. That's why he makes the big bucks. And that's why Craig Taylor hired him. Or I'm sorry, I'm just too excited. That's why Mike Tomlin hired him. And you know what? Mike Tomlin, as graceful of a guy as he is, he says, good to know. Let's go talk to the defense about it. So when we were in film study, the defense wasn't there. Like the positional guys, they weren't with their positional coaches. So we need to go talk to those guys about what they saw in film study, but they didn't see it, right? Because we saw it, but they didn't see it. We saw it. That's why we have to tell them about it. I'm confusing myself again. Sorry. Madden's keeping me on track. We watched some film. Now us as coaches are going to go talk to the defense about this halfback because he's going to be a problem. And I don't need to put a period at the end of my sentence. Because this doesn't matter. We're just texting. We're buddies. Craig Taylor's my guy. I talk to Craig Taylor every day if I'm Mike Tomlin. That's my defensive coordinator. I wake up and I say, I wonder what Craig's having for breakfast. I want to have the same thing. That's the culture we're building.